The composure's back, you know, Tony. Even me, as well-educated, as well-groomed as I am, sometimes I lose it. But the bottom line on everything I've said the last 2 weeks can be summed up like this. We are the four horsemen. Woo! And you see, we take a great deal of pride in answering to each other when we have a shortcoming, whether it be a girl we don't like, a car we don't like, an airplane we don't like, but most of all, when one of us falls or stumbles for a second, we all jump on the bandwagon and make sure that the recovery period is short.
From camp number 29 at Shadow Lake in an undisclosed location in the hills of Vermont, it is the Skimbo Lounge. I am engineer Tanner.
Thanks, Tanner. I'm Alex here on the Skimbo Lounge. Good to be back on the four-man pod. And this week's sponsor is Duluth Trading Company. They have a new product out. It's called the Beaver Dam. And it is a surprisingly absorbent denim tampon. So Duluth Trading Company, trying to get into the women's market. Try them out today. Use this code SKIMBO22 to get 20% off your first order.
That's sponsored by Trudeau. I won't tell you who the traitor is or when we'll attack. However, the Duke will die before these eyes, and he'll know that it is I, Baron Vladimir Harkonnen, who encompasses his doom.
Wow. It's a little Dune reference for you there, everybody.
From Intern Tasty.
From Intern Tasty, and I am Rory, as always. Wow. It's been a while. And it was funny. I was like, I'm going to work so hard before we start to just make sure Mitch's levels are just right. I'm just going to...
And I ruined it.
I'm going to tweak him in there, and he just...
I mean, he did a Dune bit.
Well, no, it's a great Dune bit. It's just...
Passionate Dune.
Yeah.
It's one of those
floating
moments-
around on suspenders while yelling at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He who controls the spice controls the universe.
I just always think about people who listen to this while they're driving to work. That's one of those wonderful moments where they just almost took it
yeah.
into a ditch. Hey, Andy.
Yeah, friend of the pod, Andy. Hey.
Hope that was a nice one for you out there in the scorching heat. This is coming out? This is coming out just a little after July, so this is also like a 4th of July episode.
This will come out July 6th.
It comes out after July.
Yeah. Amazing. It comes out after July, you guys. It's incredible.
There's our band name, After July.
After July. Nice. Write down, Mitch.
Mitch, you have to be keeping track of all of these.
Mitch.
Write it down,
August.
Mitch.
Correct. Yeah.
After August.
So it's a holiday episode, a holiday special.
Yep.
Yeah.
They can't listen to it on the day, but come on, you weren't going to do that anyways.
You
weren't going to do that anyways.
Yeah. Don't listen to a podcast on the 4th of July.
Go outside and touch some grass, you fucks.
Yeah.
So
What do you think, like, of all the days is like the worst day to listen to a podcast?
The 4th of July.
Of like holidays, like the worst holiday. What about like Christmas?
A Christmas one would make me spiral hard.
Christmas morning, and then you're like, oh, this is actually the true story behind the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. How can I look my daughter in the eyes now as she opens up her kitty playset?
Personally, I think it was when the Bismarck and the Hood went at it.
Thought it was a really great time during the holidays to like this great historical deep dive into Crystal Knocked.
Yeah. Daddy, what does long daggers mean?
It's long knives, damn it.
Damn it, fuck.
Go back to your room. Daddy's not crying. These are anger tears.
See, the kid got that wrong. I didn't get that wrong.
Yes.
I was portraying the kid.
Yes, and I was portraying the father who was upset at his child for not understanding the correct
I know the proper
historical terminology. Yes. Thank you.
Now
Wonderful.
it's like
Well done.
mommy and daddy are fighting at the dinner table.
It's incredible.
Are we gonna talk about Mitch's shirt?
I mean, it's a great shirt. He's hanging out. I mean, we're in Vermont, not Hawaii, and it's not.
Hawaii.
What if we
Hawaii
took like a picture,
5-0.
like not of his face as much, because we don't really want that.
No one wants that.
But just how about some of the shirt, and you can put like a blurry image of the shirt on the Skimbo social media pages so everybody can experience what this shirt is.
And even
You
if
can
not,
put,
let's
like-
say we'll do it and then not follow through.
Stay tuned to find
Yeah.
out.
Maybe.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
That's how you build
Put
an
like
audience.
a headshot of like Ryan Gosling on top.
No,
That's a lot of work.
there's gonna
Ryan
be-
Gosling from the Ken movie that they're doing, or the Barbie movie.
Also, the
with
abs.
Mitch's hair just still over it though in spots, like shittily photoshopped.
Coming out of the
Is
side.
it Gosling or Ryan?
Gosling's playing Ken in the Barbie movie.
Yeah,
Yep. There's pictures of him
there's pictures.
happy with his shirt. It's that shirt actually you're wearing. We thought it was a reference to the Barbie
Yeah.
movie.
That's why I instantly
We
thought
thought
of
you
it.
knew.
Mitch pops that shirt open. That six-pack reigns supreme.
The song is not going to be in that movie.
The song Barbie Girl.
Aqua? Of course
yeah,
it's not.
they didn't like that
No, they
song.
did not.
Mattel did not like that song. Or Hasbro, whoever it was, they were like, "We know. I wish that this song would go away."
Yep.
What about
Let's
the
go party.
What about the horror Winnie the Pooh movie coming out?
Okay.
There's a horror Winnie the Pooh
The
movie
rights
coming
came up, so everyone can use it now, like the
Hello
birthday
there,
song.
Christopher
Like you don't have to
Robin.
pay to use the birthday
out? It's
song.
public domain.
It's
Winnie the
public
Pooh is
domain now.
public domain now?
It is.
Okay.
It just went.
Winnie
I
the
just see
Public.
it's just
they're
they just
making a horror movie.
they just
I'm
redo
excited.
it with Winnie the Pooh. You'll float too. You'll float too.
Piglet's just knifing someone in the neck in the background.
Yeah. Oh,
Is there a trailer for this, or is it just in the works?
I just heard about
Okay.
it. I didn't.
Okay, how
look
does
up.
it? All is not well in the 100-acre woods.
Tigger's,
Stab,
Tigger's
stab.
railing cocaine.
The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers can't be stopped.
Bap, 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 bap.
Ba, 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 ba. Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone as Winfried the Pooh.
The Rock. Winfried the Pooh. Winfried the Pooh. Another triple
Honey
homicide.
knocks you down.
He's just making an LA crime noir film.
It's just Demolition Man, but with Stallone playing fucking Winnie the Pooh.
Looks like someone stabbed Kanga 47 times. Where's
I
Rue?
don't know.
They,
Oh, bother.
they just open Vin Diesel as Winnie the Pooh. That's
Josh
incredible.
Gad as Piglet.
I'm doing this for attention.
Mitch, who would play Eeyore? Cast it.
Cast it.
Cast it right now.
Cast it.
Nathan Lane.
Oh,
Ooh, pretty good.
wow. I
That's not
like it.
bad.
I can see
Broadway
it already.
veteran.
I'm just so sad all the time.
I was waiting for someone to do
Yeah,
one. I was
take
like,
a
I don't have a
swing.
good enough one. I don't have a good enough one.
I don't know if I do. I just tried.
We've all seen The Birdcage, right?
Yes.
Rakaj.
That is a
Beautiful.
criminally underrated movie.
It's
The
fantastic.
Birdcage.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Gene Hackman.
The Birdcage. Robin Williams, Hank Azaria, Gene Hackman.
Nathan Lane.
Hackman.
Developer?
That's 1 hour
No,
film.
sorry, hold on.
I thought it was 1
Those
hour
are-
photo. I wasn't sure. I
Those
didn't
are
know the
two
name.
very different movies.
Yes.
Like, I'm so sorry. I was just
Wow.
guessing. It's a hard guess.
No, I'm not laughing
No.
at you. That's genuinely
That's
funny.
the one where
They're very different.
Robin Williams
It's like stalking that
and Nathan
couple.
Lane are
Oh, no.
together.
Sorry,
and
1
they have
hour
a
photo.
son, and their son is getting married to this woman who has incredibly conservative parents. One of them is
I've heard of
Senator.
it.
Senator, yeah.
a
I have-
heavily Republican.
I have
conservative
heard of it.
senator.
I have not seen it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow. You gotta
F.
see Birdcage. You gotta get on
Mitchie.
that one.
We got to bring that out to camp.
And fussy, fussy, fussy.
Yeah.
What is it?
Martha Graham.
Martha
Martha
Graham,
Graham.
Martha
Martha
Graham.
Graham. Martha Graham.
Madonna, Madonna, Madonna. But all
and
in
Twilight.
here.
And
Yeah, Twilight, Twilight,
at
Twilight.
our friend's camp down the way where they used to have one. They used to have a ton of VHSs all like lined up by the TV. And you know, when you're young and you haven't seen all these movies, it's cool to just like go look at the sleeves. And I always remember looking at the Birdcage one. That is a
Yep.
very formative memory. And then I watched it years later. I think I watched it the first time with you, Master Alex.
What was it? Agathor Spartacus?
Yeah.
Agador Spartacus.
Agador.
He's like cooking them the food, and it's
Yeah.
just
They're sitting there staring at the plates. Oh, there seems to be. It's like it's like young boys wrestling. They're like
No, I've got
wrestling.
girls on mine.
Yeah. All right. You don't have any girls on yours?
Oh, really interesting. And then Hank Azaria is just tripping everywhere because he usually goes around in nothing but jorts.
And heels.
And he's
Yeah.
barefoot or in heels, and they give him these clod hoppers. And they're like, "Why are you walking like that?" He goes, "It is the shoes."
Hank Azaria in that movie is like on the same level of like Rodney Dangerfield in Caddyshack. Like everything he does is comedic.
MVP.
There's never like a second where he's not doing something fucking funny.
Fantastic.
Does anyone... You said Hank Azaria's tripping everywhere, which made me think of something completely else.
Of course it does. Of course.
But I saw it was
Where do you go, Mitch?
on TV. Ben Stiller was in it. And apparently him and his family like
Meet the Fockers.
produce sheets of acid in their basement, and like 2 cops show up for dinner, and they're like, I can't believe this guy's cops. And Ben Stiller's not happy. So he glazes his chicken or whatever food it is in like an acid coating, and he starts tripping, and he's like, someone took the wrong plate, and the guy pulls his gun out because he has no idea what's going on. He's like, who poisoned me? And I've never seen anything more than that.
What
Okay.
movie? You're sure it's Ben Stiller?
I'm
It's
almost
just-
I think he said-
positive that's the only reason I remember it, because Ben Stiller was furious that this guy was there.
It's a
and
weird
then
deleted scene from
he
Duplex.
doses him with the glaze.
Anybody at home? Anyone at home remember this?
Holy shit, dude.
Ben
It's a
Stiller?
really weird movie.
I was immediately gonna be like Heavyweights. Sounds like Heavyweight. Remember that scene in Heavyweights?
That was a
He
rat.
glazed
That
the
was a
ham.
fake rat.
yeah. That was.
Dude, we have an encyclopedic, not just pop culture, but like specifically film knowledge between all of us.
I've never.
This is ringing
zero
bells.
bells.
I've only ever seen it that one time on TV for that like span of 15 minutes, and then I had to leave.
How
And I
old
was
would you
like,
say this
Yeah.
movie
What
was?
is this? I must have been
It's like So I Married an Axe Murderer old.
maybe 16 when
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Was
this
it
is when
new
you
as of that time in your life?
it was on TV, so it had to have already been kind of old.
Okay.
Guess we just gotta look up Ben Stiller movies, right, and try to.
Early
narrow it
2000s
down.
Ben Stiller movies.
Pulls
It was
his
weird, man.
Gun out, tries to shoot.
Anyway.
You upset me so much that you brought this up now. I know.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're in a place where we cannot.
Well, you can look it up
Yeah.
That's why
You can look
That's
it
why
up.
I'm here.
I could find
Here
the
to
rubbing
upset
spot.
right over here.
balance.
Intern
The balance.
facilitates.
Place
Son
the
of a bitch.
phone above my head.
Are you getting on it? Are you checking it? Was that being discussed
No.
seriously?
No, we're not gonna.
I was semi-serious.
Yeah, so- not
I
doing
would
it.
like to know. This is going to drive me.
It's gonna drive me crazy
insane.
forever.
Look it up, Mitch.
We'll know later. People at home,
Can't
look it
look
up.
up anything else.
Scream it at us.
I've got notes written down.
Ooh, I want to hear the random things you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, this isn't so. So you know how when you have a drinking problem and your parents are like, "What's wrong with your face?" Because there's a bunch of scabs on you. You go,
Yeah.
it's from there's too much sunlight.
No.
My mom's well, that's because I get these sun pimples, right?
Yeah.
And then I pick those.
Yeah.
And I just keep picking.
The Pikmin.
I see.
So
He's like Pikmin, but it's
So my mom, they show up. My mom and dad show up for God knows what, and just there to pick something up. My mom immediately is like, "Oh my God, you face!" And I just go, "Nope, nah, I'm not getting into this conversation." She's like, "What is? Nope, don't." And now I've turned 180.
Mhm.
I'm just going to the car to get my shit because I'm not going to listen to her
Mm-hmm.
complain about my face, which she doesn't know what's going on. It's getting better.
Okay.
A
yeah,
little better.
yeah, yeah.
All the
Getting-
time.
It's getting. Thank you, Rory. And goddamn week later,
You just gotta quit falling
I'm
asleep in
either- I'm
sunbeams,
at-
Mitch.
going to the golf course with my dad, or I'm at the golf course with my dad, or what? Just furious.
Yelling at
Not
your
yet.
dad.
I'm not furious yet. But
Great.
my dad's like, "What's going on with your face?" And I'm just like, fucking Lorraine Abraham just cannot fucking keep it controlled. The last time she
maybe your
did
dad
this,
had concerns.
last time this happened, Tanner saw my back. There must have been 30, 35 mosquito bites on my back.
He got goosed.
I got lit up, and my mom,
Out camping.
I was like, man, I got lit up. I got to put some stuff on my back. My mom starts going, "That's terrible. You might need to see a doctor, blah, 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 this and that, this and that." I said, "You just stop." She wouldn't stop. I got so angry that she wouldn't stop that I refused to put cream on my back. I said,
This is because of you.
that's exactly what I said. And she's like, "Come on, no, Mitchell down." I said, "Don't talk to me." So that happened. Now we've got this face thing going on, which my dad is now asking me about. And I go, "You guys
So you're
are
gonna go meth.
out of control." And I said, "This is
It's meth.
from So he goes, people start getting scabs like that. It's picking from, meth.
Yeah. I won the pot.
It's like, I have a drinking problem, not a meth problem. Also, I was just doing pretty good.
I keep
Yeah.
falling
Out of
asleep in
camp,
sunbeams.
having some. No more whiskey.
No.
We're good with that right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby, you're
That
so
thing's
good.
gone. I could have brought a huge bottle of it. Did not. Having a couple beers.
Yeah.
Was 30 days clean before
Yeah.
coming out here. Taking a break for this.
And now,
Back off the wagon. Getting back on the minute we leave.
yeah, what happens?
Playing golf all the time. But now,
I'm so
because
moderately proud of you.
Yeah.
now because I did that, I just get accused of doing meth.
yeah, I love
After all
it.
that personal growth.
I love it too. How
Yeah,
you're like, I'm just taking control. I'm just gonna be clean for a while, and like in the middle of it, you're like, I'm doing
I'm
I'm
good.
doing pretty
What's going on
good.
with your face?
Meth?
Great. Thank you. That's my no-no list.
Yeah.
There's a few things on the no-no list. That's one of them.
Yeah. Well, again, you got to quit being adorable and falling asleep in the sun like that.
Yeah.
Look at you, little guy.
My mom's like, that's not from the sun. It's like, I work in the sun all day, and then I go golfing.
In your nice green shirt,
Yes.
Yep.
neon green shirt. Now that Mitchie
Well,
wears,
again,
you
it
can
might
see
not
him
just be
from
that.
blocks away.
Do you sunscreen and shit throughout the day?
I use it at work
Yeah.
all the time.
So again,
which is just, it's
the
still,
pores on your face are just getting clogged to shit.
I'm just getting brutalized
yeah,
by the sun.
and then the sun's hitting you, and you're just putting more on. Maybe you just need like a nice exfoliating mask. I love camp. Camp is my favorite. I love this place so much.
You guys want to go to my next note?
It really brings out
Yeah.
the best in us.
We've already gone over this a little bit.
Can I be honest?
This is part of
Dueling
Rory,
bits happening right
Rory
now.
was sassing me about cartoons earlier, Venture Bros, which I
I
kept
heard,
telling him.
I
I'd
heard you haven't
most
seen any of it,
Yeah,
though.
I haven't
he
seen
hasn't-
any of it,
Hasn't seen any of it.
and I've seen most of it.
No, he hasn't.
But I'm in the middle of a binge. Okay, I've finished one show, which was 100-something episodes. Now I got 500 to go, but I am 137 in, so I got 363 left to go.
That's some
And,
good math.
Thank you. And
Of what?
Of a show.
Shippuden.
It's called-
Naruto Shippuden.
You do and you'll clean it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, my God. So
Shippuden?
many episodes. Naruto Shippuden.
So it's a Naruto.
Yes, it's the
Offshoot.
second.
I gotta be honest. I don't know jack shit.
Neither did
about
I until
fuck
but
about
now I'm
Naruto.
237 episodes in.
I guess that's how you acquaint yourself. You're right. Is by watching 230 episodes of something.
And I watched all the movies that
All right.
I could.
Now, this is going to be tough for you. I want you to give me a 2-sentence synopsis of what Naruto is. Only 2. Just 2 sentences about what Naruto is.
Tailed foxes, hidden ninja villages, Jiruchikuden? I don't know. It's the ones with the tailed beasts into them.
This is everyone getting that at home? Everyone following along so far?
When does-
Orochimaru,
these aren't
Hokages.
these aren't sentences. You're
These
just,
are just-
listing
Are we-
things.
are we-
I'm building words into a complete 2-sentence structure.
There's so many semicolons and commas. I don't know where
I
to
can't
place
explain
which.
it
Is
without
there an
anything other than
ellipses
this.
limit?
He's going like Shimpo Puden hyphen.
No, corn dog.
Yeah.
Aluminium.
Yeah. Parentheses.
Basset hound.
Shunpo.
Akatsuki?
Mitch, I was asking for you to use words that hopefully listen that our listeners would have some kind of reference
You don't
for.
understand. If you don't
That may be
understand the
funniest
words,
moment
just
in the
quit.
history of this
If you don't
podcast.
understand Shimpuden, then I'm afraid there's
Shippuden
nothing I
is
can
the-
do to help you.
I
is what
never
he
even
said.
said that. It's the name of the second series. That has nothing to do with the show.
Then you clearly said it. I've never heard anything Naruto in my life.
I just said Naruto Shippuden
Yeah.
because it's the second version after the original series.
So when
of
I
Naruto.
say it back to you, you can't say I never said that.
I didn't say it as part of character structure in the second series.
Oh, good.
Okay, get out of my face.
You're right. It was some other different word that our listeners
You
were
know,
supposed
when
to
you, when
understand.
you go ahead, Rory,
I
and
think
you
we're 2
seal
sentences beyond.
when
the
you
2
seal a 9-tailed beast inside of a mere baby, what do you expect to happen?
See, that sentence, as terrifying as it
yeah.
was, made more sense than the other line
Didn't
of
make any
crap.
sense.
I know. I think
That's
I know.
what I mean.
I think I know what the show's about now.
Yeah.
Not about Shippuden.
Yeah, I can follow that sentence more than the random words.
What is it
you
called?
just strung together.
Shippuden Naruto?
You're like,
So this is why I just watch this show in peace and don't normally talk about it.
Mitch, what you basically did-
Animals like you.
Oh.
if somebody was like, Mitch, if you looked at me like, describe the Bible in 2 sentences, and I looked at you and went, okay,
Jesus.
Davidic kingdom,
Paul.
Moses, Paul, bears,
Egypt.
You guys watch the Cabaneri?
You'd sit there and you'd go, what the fuck does any of that mean? And I'd go, the Bible. You gotta just the Bible. You gotta figure it out.
You got to figure it out. You got to learn how to read it.
Yeah.
They hit all the important messages and made it into some dumb story.
It's the greatest story ever told.
Mary,
Yeah, if you know how to read it,
You know how to read.
Joseph,
a burning bush, my ass. That dude was tripping.
frankincense. You'd be like, what the fuck is that? Listen,
Myrrh.
I need to say all these
Yeah.
things, and then it'll make sense to you in the end. It doesn't. Do you want to try one more time to try and explain in like a sentence what the fuck Naruto is?
Ugh.
Every nation has a hidden village which constructs and trains ninjas.
Okay, great. See that? Very
One
great.
sen- one sentence.
The main one is the hidden leaf in the story realm. They have a Hokage, which is their leader.
Fuck.
Naruto lives there.
They're on sentence 4.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, see, I went too far.
It's okay.
Akatsuki.
No.
Mangugetsu Sharingan.
You were doing so well.
So much stuff to go through, and I definitely pronounced that wrong.
Great, Mitch.
There's so much info.
I'd like to think we have some Naruto fans sitting out there somewhere like, no!
This guy is pissing me off, but he does semi know what he's talking about. He's definitely is 237 episodes.
Yeah,
in.
He's not really going to know what Naruto is about until he hits episode 4
Spoiler alert,
Guys.
the fourth Hokage is Naruto's dad.
Have you heard
Oh!
about all these
Which just
Shippudens?
ruined it.
Not the Niragaki.
Someone at home is breaking their phone.
Rasengan. That's an attack.
Well, I tried, guys. I tried so hard and got so
maybe,
far.
Let's maybe reel
Let's
it
reel this back.
But in the
Yeah.
end, it didn't even matter.
All right, Rory, pop quiz.
Yeah.
You have to recast Quint in Jaws. Who plays him? You can use people from today.
Kanye West.
No more games for Rory.
Itachi.
Can't take it seriously.
Itachi
Oh.
Kuchiya.
I did.
You gotta watch something other than anime.
Are we assuming that someone like would take it seriously and they would do it like that?
Yeah,
Anyone
you're trying to be as faithful to the original as you can be.
Sylvester Stallone.
Again, so I said no more games for Rory. He lured me back in. And then was a dick twice. But that's been recorded at least, because this is how anything happens. Good. Well, I'll shove that game up my ass, and we can listen to Mitch talk about the anime more.
What I thought.
Well, do you have someone you'd
Love,
No, I'm
Death,
just
and
totally-
Robots. Okay, guys. Netflix, all animated miniseries. Most episodes, longest it is, 20 minutes.
I got
okay?
another answer for
3
Tanner.
seasons of it. It's a good time. It's also terrifying.
No, I don't know, Tanner. Timothy
Can
Chalamet.
be terrifying. Shamalama Ding Dong?
You're such an ass, dude.
But see, he's bringing it back to Dune because Timothy Shamalama Ding Dong is Paul,
Atreides,
who
yeah.
will basically become Neo.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
I mean, he's gonna become the hero of
This guy
Dune.
doesn't care.
I do care. I'm the one that said
This
his
guy's
last
trying
name.
desperately to make stuff happen.
Yeah,
just
I'm
kidding,
just gonna turn my mic off and sit here and let
Some of
you,
the easier,
you
some of the
Jamokis,
easier answer would be
hang
like
out.
a Christian Bale or like a Benedict Cumberbatch really giving it a good swing. Some of those guys who like I feel like you can put into a good like you know.
What about I'm thinking like skew older. Like what about like Tommy Lee Jones?
Oh,
or
you wanna,
what
you wanna
about-
skew way? I mean, because are we talking like Tommy Lee Jones back when he was in his heyday, or are we talking?
The
we're talking
question I have
now?
is everything else about the context of the film is the same. Jaws will play out how Jaws is going to play out. You're literally just
It's a
The,
shot
li-
for
the
shot.
lines are the
swapping the
same.
person.
Yep, the lines are the
Oh,
same.
but it can be
Okay.
anyone from anyone in time.
Yeah.
Current to past.
Yep.
Nothing else changes. Okay.
Well, that's tough now.
Interesting.
Mm.
Because, yeah, you wouldn't want to do, like, Chris Farley.
Timothy Chalamet. No, it's awful. It's the worst thing ever.
Someone who
That was to
could play
make you mad.
Quint.
Oh, and the first two weren't. Okay.
Hey, man, you never know. An old Sylvester Stallone.
There's no point in asking that question if your legit answer is Sylvester Stallone. I've wasted both of our time. If that's the errand. Yeah.
Wow, that's tough.
It's a good question.
What about Javier Bardem?
I mean, he does good in anything.
Interesting.
He does, you know.
Because I think about the character, like, what's his motivation? Obsession.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Revenge. Yeah.
So who would be good at doing that?
I mean, Daniel Craig could probably do a good job.
Daniel Craig. Yeah.
Chuck Idris Elba in there. He's always a good.
It's got to be an Australian guy. And that 'cause
Interesting.
He's been to that
Show
great
your work.
great white area down there where they're constantly breaching and very aggressive.
Mitch
His
wants
wife
Margot
fell
Robbie.
off the boat. This is now we're going Life Aquatic.
So-
this great white ate his wife.
So what he's doing
This guy
is
is hunting
breaking,
down
totally
sharks.
breaking
The
the
illusion,
concept
of
of
the
this guy.
parameters.
Yeah.
I can tell you my pick
Yeah.
now with him
He
saying
is
Australian guy,
pissed.
though.
He's
Russell Crowe?
pissed.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson.
Hall of
be
Fame
very
anti-Semite, but for the
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
purposes of the
Absolute
exercise,
psychopath.
Mel Gibson would be my Quint.
He
Yeah,
made that movie.
What movie?
That one.
Apocalypto.
The movie.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
Apocalypto.
He's not allowed to be racist anymore.
He solved racism with a movie.
He did, yeah.
With Apocalypto.
Mel Gibson's my pick because I think he could do that kind of intensity without it being super hammy. He'd be like so close to over the top, but never quite there. And just like I think he could play the like obsessive, unhinged revenge guy really, really well. And I think he could nail those quiet moments like the USS Indianapolis speech. He would have crushed that, I bet.
He makes me think Joaquin Phoenix would do a good job.
Joaquin Phoenix could be a good pick as well, and I see both of them on this like absolute like same, like tier, same level. Like great, like. There's also the very endearing scene when they're all drunk and they're singing together,
Yeah.
right? So he's got to be able to play humor.
Showing their scars?
Yeah.
Is that the same?
Yep.
Yep.
Exactly. It's when they're drunk on the boat.
Just
you know.
imagine like a Pete Davidson in there. Oh, really? Just so.
Wow.
Look at this one.
You are the absolute worst. You can't take anything seriously.
I'm putting it as the antithesis. These are the bad
You've made
people
4 antithesis points now.
What a cast, though. What a cast.
Although, if you
I don't
get
know,
a
a shark
serious
goes in the water.
hardcore, older, weathered Seth Rogen for Clint.
For Quint,
Quint.
Older, weathered. Like, like 25 years from now.
I could see him being Dreyfus's
Yeah.
character.
Yeah. There's much more comic relief in Dreyfus's character. You need
Yeah.
a dramatic actor. It was played by Robert Shaw, not Channing fucking Tatum.
Well,
there's a good
it's got to
one.
be Channing Tatum.
Yeah, there's a good
Oh,
one.
right. Okay.
Chuck
Moving
Kennedy.
on.
Yeah, done.
Answer correct.
Who's the
Mangoes
who's
in
the
the cage.
fucking
Chuck,
who's
Chuck
the bald guy? Wildly good English actor.
Can you be more
Ben
specific?
Kingsley?
Yes, thank you. I knew I'd get someone.
Sir Ben Kingsley?
Sir Ben
Yeah.
Ben Kingsley.
As Quint?
I don't know.
He's so fucked up.
Yeah.
Ben Kingsley is Quint. It could work.
Ben Kingsley sometimes does stuff that surprises you.
He's
transform
he's not
himself.
as salty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think he'd have the saltiness for it, but he could definitely do the like, I watched a fuck ton of my friends get eaten by sharks kind of vibe to it.
Yeah. That's nice.
It appears in stark contrast to Rory not taking this seriously at all. I took it too seriously. Thank you. Somewhere in the middle comes balance.
Beautiful. Well done. I can't wait to see it redone with Channing Tatum. And
Yeah.
let's throw Mr.
Well,
Bean in
actually,
there.
that was my preamble to saying, well, they're remaking it with
Oh.
Channing Tatum.
Wait, really?
Every part.
That'd be
He's playing the shark.
He's nutty professoring. So they're adding a lot more fart noises.
Yeah. When that chick gets eaten at the beginning, she's farting the whole time.
It'd be like an Adam Sandler movie. I shouldn't have had those burritos. I'm a shark. I'm a
Starring Rob Schneider as victim number 3. Him just doing like a horribly racist portrayal of some race. And he's floating in the
Robert.
water and he's being racist. And then look, something tasty over there. Yeah, ooh.
They literally don't care. He dies in the thing, and as you catch him walking up, where's my check? Don't even.
Yeah, they didn't even edit it out,
Don't
yeah.
even care. The heavy Madisons.
Had a near-death experience on the golf course.
Ooh.
Change it up.
The one that I was there for?
No.
Oh, no.
Did you fall asleep in front of a sunbeam and wake up?
Terrifying. It was the
If you
first day
hydrated?
of the what?
Go on.
It was the first day of the member.
Okay.
It was hole number 3
Okay.
and our buddy, our friend, our known associate, Devin. Heath?
Denver.
Denver. See, don't know him that well, but he's an associate at the golf course.
You got to pick up the pace on this, too.
Sorry.
It's dragging.
So he goes to tee off.
Yeah.
This is a great story.
Ball
Okay.
comes off very low.
Okay.
The tees are in a spot where they normally never are. So a ball doesn't have a chance to be that low while flight is trying to ensue.
Okay.
The ball goes 4 feet forward and ricochets back at probably 70 miles an hour. I can only imagine. Goes by Denver's face, maybe 2 inches wide, and goes by the top of my head 2 feet away. I ducked. I think I was super late ducking. It was just
Most
automatic
likely.
reflex. Smashes into a tree behind the tee box.
Comes back.
Oh, it came back towards us a little bit,
Dribbler.
but one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen off a tee.
Yeah. I'd say probably the most.
Sounds like it almost
I've-
killed your
I've-
friend more than
I've
you.
hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I've
had a
hit a
near-death
t-
experience. You were near a near-death experience.
Devin.
Yeah.
I've hit I've hit a tee marker before, so
Oh, bleep.
It's happened to
shit
me.
happens.
Yeah.
Worst thing that ever happened to me is when I was younger, my dad would let me drive the carts well before I probably should have been. And I just, like, you know those ball washing stations? I took one of those out fucking hard.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
I
you
took
can-
that thing to the ground.
You can always just
There's a
replant
hole at the
that.
country club over there where it's like it's
hole.
for you guys know it's hole
One,
7.
There's 18
Yeah.
of them.
But hole 7 is very, very steep.
Oh yeah.
And they let me go down that sucker.
Oh, you're bombing down
and
7.
I
Right.
bombed down 7 and crushed the ball washer. And my dad's friends go, oh, they pulled me off the fucking thing. Like, oh, you know.
Rory,
I think it's time to bring that thing back. And I bring the thing back. And again, I'm a kid. So I drive the thing all the way the rest of the course, bring it back. The pro is out on the first tee with some girl. He's flirting with her, hitting on her, pretty gal. Singing the club.
It's like Batman. Batman forever.
And they tell me I need to go
People are
bring
dying up there.
My
What's
parents
your
told me to
number?
bring the cart back to him and blah, blah. So I bring the cart back. And he goes, yep. Oh, yeah, no, good job. He's saying all this stuff. You know, good job bringing it up here. And I give him the key, and I start to walk away. I think I've got away scot-free. He goes, hey, did you hit that ball washer over there on 7? He watched the whole fucking thing and making fun of me the whole way.
Well, I mean that's best case scenario.
That was like, it was brutal. I'm glad I didn't destroy
You
the
don't
fucking
wanna flip
thing.
the
but
cart.
I almost destroyed
Rory,
the fucking
last
thing.
year on our course, the a grown adult my age
Yeah.
Yeah,
flipped the cart on hole 16
that's
and
incredible.
sent his step brother to the hospital. He was all banged up. Shoulder went into the ground. Just
Low
dragged.
side. Low
Hey,
side.
my body's dragging on the pavement.
You get low sided on a golf cart flip,
Not good. We all saw what happened in Giant Knoxville and Jackass 1.
and then also it
unconscious.
landed on
I used to
him
ride with fucking idiots up there. My sister's ex-boyfriend at the time,
at the
Mike Ball,
time. Well,
and his friend Pierce.
I splashed Pierce with water
We
once
would-
from a puddle, and he yelled at me.
We would go over jumps.
He chased me down. He yelled at me.
Old Pierce Salvis,
I didn't mean to do it.
friend of the pod, Pierce.
Yeah.
May he never hear this.
Flipped the cart. And I was talking to
What?
our club about the guy. I was like, yeah, someone back in the day jumped a bunker. And the pro at the course is like, that was Ollie.
Oh yeah, he got fired for it.
Yes, he did.
Yep. I used to work there too. They made me the quote, and they didn't change the name.
That
of
was
the
on the
title.
board, though.
Beer cart girl. I was the beer cart girl for a while.
It's
That
very
was fun.
progressive of them.
It was. And the
Yep.
things those progressive golfers said to me as I pulled up as the beer cart girl.
Where are your tits?
They say
Actually, a lot of
wild
times.
things.
Yeah,
Also,
it's awful.
there is no beer cart anymore. It's only out on certain events, which it's like
It's
you
a
guys
beer-
are
it's
just
a beer-
begging to lose money.
It's a beer tent.
I knew my
and the
dad's
flicker
friends
is
were assholes.
hot.
Nope, they had the cart out for the member member,
Oh.
but they didn't have the tent.
They used to
Okay.
hit balls.
They were
at me.
just once again begging to lose money. Why not set up the tent and have the cart out?
Yes, this is when we get these ideas out. This is good. You
Hey, I mean,
Excellent
I
point.
mean, you bring that up. I tried to come up with a bit, and you
I was
tanked
trying
it
to
pretty quickly.
Well, no, I
so
was
I'm just
just
kind of
trying to
hopping along. I'm just a hop along
explain
now.
a hilarious. It was a fun little anecdote.
I'm just like one of those
Forget it.
little sucker
You're right.
fishes on the side of a fish tank.
Breastfeeding mom fights off bald eagle to save pet goose.
Okay, what?
So what?
Exactly. That's all
And
I
you don't
know.
have any other information because this is just like a thing on your phone. Like you
It was a headline that was on my phone in the news section. There's no picture. The top ones have pictures. They loaded that much before I got out here, so it's just sitting there.
It was just sitting in your like
I was flipping through the news
internet
feed,
thing. Yeah.
and sure enough, to save Pet Goose.
Was she? So it's like the kid, not to be uncouth, is the child like hanging
Where is the
off
kid?
her while she's fighting off
That's what I'm wondering.
the attack?
Because the eagle could easily try to take a baby.
Because otherwise it would just be like, like mom,
Yeah.
or like new mom fights off. But the term breastfeeding in the headlines.
Yeah,
Implies that it was going on.
Yeah,
she was breastfeeding while her goose was attacked.
So
it seems like.
But
Like
then she fought. Yeah.
hanging out at the park, maybe like doing it. Like where is this hanging out back? How
No,
did they
this-
get this story? This
this is
woman.
like
Wait, let me test out a new character. It's called 1950s white guy. Women shouldn't breastfeed in the park.
I think about this and I go, this had to be somewhere public, right? Because was this woman like she calls up the local? Listen, Gazette, do I have a story for you?
I don't think this was self-reported by the woman. I think
That's what
the
I'm saying.
paper saw the art at the end when they were like, "Whoa, there's a story to be told
I
here."
bet the goose called it in.
Darn it,
Oh my
I
God,
got
it's
a
more
story
crow.
for you.
It's more
Just-
crow, yeah.
darn it, Jerry! If you don't write a good story, you're gonna be out on your ass so soon. If only he looks over. It's
about to be your lucky day.
God. What?
Because that's the thing is she had to have been breastfeeding in that moment, because if you just call
That's
her breastfeeding mother, that's like calling her menstruating woman. Like if the story's actually about her like stopping a robbery, you know what I
She
mean?
had to have
You
been-
wouldn't arbitrarily add that unless it were germane to the story.
I bet that there have been a lot of times where women have done great things and they've been menstruating and it wasn't in the headline because they didn't say anything because they're so silent, they're so strong.
I just
is
want.
true.
I gotta be honest. I want more descriptive headlines now. Stupid woman saves ugly
right,
baby from car wreck. Like you're like, wow, that is one ugly baby.
Aston Martin perishes as ugly child is saved
Yeah.
by a woman.
Aston Martin saved by woman's breast milk.
It's one of the
Fire
new
extinguished.
features. Yeah, it's one of the new features of Aston Martin only. Get a little lactate on there.
Sources say the baby was.
I mean,
colicky.
it's like Swedish Dotson taken by eagle.
Yeah, just flies off.
Oh, the dog being taken?
Yep,
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
dog.
Oh,
Did you think I was
Swedish
talking about
Dachshund.
Nissan?
I thought he said Dodson.
Like Nissan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I, who knows what I said? Rewind.
Wait, but are you saying that you said Dodson? Because I thought you said Dachshund.
What's the dog
You
called?
agreed Dachshund. Because I said Dachshund and you said yep, and he said Dodson and you said
What's
wrong.
the difference?
A wiener dog.
Oh, I know the difference between a car and a wiener dog, but what's the name?
Dachshund.
The name
I
difference.
thought you said Dachshund.
I think I said Dotson.
And he
Dachshund.
said Dodson.
Yeah, Dodson. I thought you were talking
Is that
about
the
like
dog?
a Nissan Dodson.
No, I
Oh,
said
fuck
Dachshund.
me.
We
was
go
the
back.
dog.
I'm
What he
so
really
bad.
said? Dog, son.
Dog, son.
Really lame.
Oh,
Awful.
where it's
Really
a rare
stu-
lose
really
lose.
terrible
It's a
stuff.
rare lose.
Yeah. No matter what happened, it's.
I could
not
have said
good.
it wrong. Either way, I was talking about the wiener dog being
oh,
picked up by an eagle.
So
in
it's a
Sweden.
dog. So it's the Dachshund.
Yeah, the dog.
Then
Yeah,
I
it's a-
win.
Oh,
I
dog,
win.
son.
Dog,
So
son.
the goose was basically a wiener dog
terrible.
in this
I hate
scenario.
myself.
I think so. I think the goose got
I
attacked while this mother was
physically
breastfeeding.
moved to say that I won, so I feel pretty bad about myself. On a podcast, I was like, "Yeah," and I jumped up. I was like, "No one can tell that I did this." I win. It was about the dog.
I win. 1-0.
One.
That I mean, there was that news article, and then I've seen a video of a family release a small rabbit out of the house, going, "Oh, we really basically rehabilitated it, let it out."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
All right.
goes-
we've all seen that one.
Gets 10 feet out in the yard. Hawk comes down, grabs it, flies off.
Hey, but that's nature. Isn't nature
That
beautiful?
is nature. You just rehabilitate that
Yeah.
rabbit to feed that hawk's family.
Exactly.
Yeah, you took 10 months to make a snack for a
Yeah,
Thank you.
we're $370 in the hole on fucking rabbit pellets. The thing just got fucking yanked right off our lawn.
Isn't it great? We just prolonged that rabbit's suffering.
Yeah, we couldn't even. We thought that rabbit would go fuck another rabbit like they do, and we'd get to see a lot of little baby rabbits running around our property. We invested in this rabbit.
Secretly, all you really did was thin out the eagle population. Like, oh, that little rabbit stitches. Eagle tries to eat it, chokes on the stitches,
Yeah.
feeds some of it to the babies.
You know what's-
the babies can't fucking fend
So
for
the
themselves
eagle
without
is dead.
mommy eagle.
So you've now killed
Yeah.
like 6 eagles.
Yeah.
You know what's thinning out the eagle
One rabbit.
population?
Yeah.
Windmills.
I thought you were going to say really
Precious, your
blue
precious
buildings.
electric power from windmills.
Oh,
is
my God.
Murdering
I would put
eagles.
this on the bird. You either are smart enough to fly
Yeah.
around or
Fuck
over.
You. Oh, I'm sorry. Birds have been here since pterodactyls, and they never had to deal with giant wings flailing around in a circular motion, taking them
Yeah.
out.
Well,
Listen.
Mitch, first of all, birds aren't real.
Yeah. And if they're not smarter
Some
than
of them
bugs,
aren't. Some of them aren't. Some are. A lot of them are.
Okay, listen, if they're not smarter than bugs, they don't deserve to stick around. Okay?
We're listing again.
Rory, they eat bugs.
We're listing again.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Hey, man.
shit.
Fastest animal on the planet. Peregrine falcon.
Hey, all
I'm
I'm,
not gonna contest
Listen,
that.
That's a bird, maybe.
all I'm trying to say is who
I think
really
it's
likes
implied.
seagulls?
with the
It's a
word
raptor.
falcon.
Beautiful. We all good on our bird humor?
The bird bits? Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. I mean,
We're
who
good.
likes seagulls? Fuck
Well,
'em.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
We're up here at camp, and a lot of people have asked, what do you guys do at camp? What is it that you guys, over the course of what we determined to be 16 years coming out here, what do you guys do?
I
at
give
camp?
Rory GBH in the middle of the night, and then I have my way with him when he doesn't know.
Do you mean
Yeah.
GHB?
Yeah, thank you. See, I've gotten so used to it, I don't even know the
He's
name
been giving him
anymore.
the wrong stuff.
Give
I've
me the
known
wrong stuff for years.
GBHs, but Rory's tonsils are huge.
This all makes a lot of sense, guys. This all makes a lot more sense.
I love Rory's tonsils.
Anyway, yes, continue.
Thanks, guys. That was great.
No,
That's
that-
fantastic.
That
Mitch is like, hang on, I'm going to carry this bit to
Yeah,
greatness.
yeah.
GBH.
I mean, we do a lot of stuff.
I love you so much, buddy.
Do a lot of drinking.
That was
Go.
an
Hey,
incredible
man, I'm
bit.
dyslexic.
go. Yeah. Rewind. Or we're going.
I can't remember every letter.
There was 3.
And 2 of them are right next to each other.
Which ones?
G and H.
Thank you. And then a B, right?
Yes.
See, I was testing you. See if
just-
you knew.
Yeah. You passed the test.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, people ask what it is we do up here, and one of the things we do to pass the time as the evening hours roll in, especially now that we're old men.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't say that. I'm gonna stay young forever. I'm never gonna die.
I'll always have my original knees. But one of the things we do around nighttime is we watch movies, and we have favorite movies out here.
Sure.
So should we talk about some of those favorite movies? Because we watched
My
one the other
favorite
night.
movie last night was Tanner's ass.
To be fair,
I was sleeping, so I didn't really get to hear it or watch it. But apparently, you guys were concerned, dude.
Yeah. At one point, Batman Forever took a back seat to the stunning climax.
To your
of-
backseat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mitchie.
Boom.
Yeah. Always being the guy whose bed is closest to the television is great on movie night.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You sadists.
You're the one that's always like, it's my bed. It's my bed. Nobody can take that bed. It's a big bed. It's my bed. I want the double bed.
I do, because I'm
With
fucking tall.
to the victor go the
I
spoils.
still have to
Which
sleep
is me.
horizontally on the motherfucker.
Which is, I am the victor.
Of bed.
Hey, when
bed
I drug him. The
Drugging.
big bed
of the
comes in
GH.
handy.
Oh,
when
the
I
GHB.
give him
right.
Going back, that's a callback.
To 37 seconds ago.
Fantastic Batman Forever viewing.
Tanner was playing his guts like the bagpipes, man.
I do have a Scottish background, so.
It was so fucking like I was so honored to be a part of it.
You were laughing harder at Tanner than you were at the movie.
I just remember
Yeah.
my head being in a weird spot and then waking up to Tanner waking me up saying something to me. I had no idea what happened.
That wasn't my face, baby.
Oh, great.
You were in ground zero, bud.
I was asleep.
He wasn't.
I was asleep.
He wasn't saying anything to you. You just woke up thinking that was a conversation.
I was asleep, man, because I ripped a good one this morning.
That was my second face, which I like to refer to as my ass.
Ass.
So if you want to know what we do at camp, it's listen to.
No, let's get back to the bid. But that was good bit. I was ripping buns last night, clapping them, self clapping of cheeks.
My God,
Unreal.
it's pretty bad.
But I
Yep.
think what you were about to lay out was something to do with the movies of camp. Is
Well,
that correct?
Yeah, so we watched Batman Forever. We got more like Batman for 15 minutes. I think
Oh, I fell
everyone
right
kind of
asleep.
tapped immediately.
And then I woke
I
up.
watched 3/4 of that movie before I laid down my fart flag.
Yeah, so like no one was that invested in it despite it being a childhood favorite. And I remember Tanner saying it's one of those movies where sadly it's not as good as you remember and you hit that point of diminishing returns every time you watch
Every
it.
time you hit it, it's worse.
And it
Oh,
was
now,
definitely worse.
When I woke up and I looked forward, I was like, who the hell's that? And I was like, that's Val Kilmer. That guy's hot. That guy's hot.
Yeah,
There you go.
duh. What's that
Handsome
what we're
man.
debating?
He's a handsome.
That's all I'm
handsome
saying.
man.
His beefcake looks haven't faded.
Yeah.
I was like, now I'm going to go back to sleep again to these.
Oh, it's more got
Terrible
to do with his
dreams.
beef voice. Or lack thereof.
Oh, Val.
But anyway.
Kilmer.
So like
But
that's an
anyway.
example of one that didn't hold up. What I'm getting to is one movie that we really realized this time withstands the test of time is not another teen movie.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
And Tanner had a nice little thesis about it earlier.
Oh, what I was saying off microphone was that looking back on it now, that movie, they did these outrageous scenes in this movie, and they pulled them off, and like they clearly knew what they were doing,
Flawlessly.
right? Like the poop scene, right? They're all
The
like
sewage
flopping
pipe.
around.
Yep.
Yeah, so what I was saying was
They're
like
playing Battleship with their poops.
yeah,
Battleship.
yes. Well,
That's Harold and Kumar.
yeah, I don't think
Was
that's
it?
I don't think that's his
Yeah,
movie.
that's Harold and Kumar.
I'm so sorry. It's been a while.
This
You had the
one
right
where
idea.
the toilet explodes on the teacher and everything, and
Back
then
to
they all
references, I remember.
they all fall in the poop. But like at a certain point, the direct at a, s-
Keep going. Sorry.
at a certain point, the director yelled "cut," and they're like, "Nice, we got it, woo!" You know, like
that was the shot, boys.
yeah, like but like they did it like painstakingly to get that end result of a movie that's totally. Like that movie holds absolutely fucking nothing back.
The dad underneath the table thinking he's a nom.
That's totally harmless compared to white people saying the N-word,
Whoa!
white people saying the
Wait, did
C
that
word.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
white people saying the C word when talking about Chinese people.
Break it down, N words. Remember,
When
because
they're like,
they
"You
do
stole
the
our,
she's all that, or no, it's not she's
Bring
all
it
that.
on.
Bring it on. Thank you. They do the Bring It On reference about stealing the cheers, but they lean hard into it.
Like you clearly
We ain't
stole this
white.
from black people.
We ain't white. We
We
definitely
definitely
ain't
ain't
white.
Break it down.
Hey, beep.
Boop.
So, but yeah, the
great.
poop stuff.
Great stuff.
I want to say
Actually
one
awful.
quick thing about
Yes.
the poop thing.
Yes.
You're talking about how painstakingly designed it had to have been and executed. And the great, like the thing that I picked up this moment, it cuts directly away from people covered in shit to a giant plop of sloppy joes.
Yeah,
onto-
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
care
With the-
and thought went into the editing of that.
The-
They didn't just move on and have like a
Also-
cheeseburger.
also, you're
They did
coming
poop
at-
slop.
yeah, poop slop.
Thought
yeah.
went into this movie.
You're coming up to my favorite line in that movie, which is the cook going, just jerked off and your French toast. It's gonna happen.
Gonna happen
At the
tonight.
Boy, people love that.
But it
that
goes
was their
on
favorite.
forever.
No, my favorite is that the kid, the guy stumbles in the
Tanner's
front.
doing the hand gesture at the end
Yeah.
where they're all silently
Yeah,
like,
Mitch like
is
staggers.
the song done?
Wow, you never would have thought that there were so many professional dancers at this high school.
Here's the thing. I mentioned this to Alex when we watched the movie. We downloaded that song at Mocha's house on illegally, and the way that the song started, it didn't just start with the it starts with the line from the last scene, "in your ear," and it's the continuation of Eric Christian Olsen's guy going, which was whispered in your ear, but just started with "in your ear."
They just didn't care enough to edit it out.
Yeah, so my whole we listened to that so many hundreds of times. It's on my iPod. It was on your iPod.
And you know what the funny thing is? They probably did take the care
True
to edit
love
it out.
is what I want the most. I just jerked off and
There
your
you go.
French toast.
Now, yeah.
Now we have a background for Mitch's
Yeah.
bit, but I like
Tonight I'm eating pussy no matter what.
No,
Even if it was dirty slut. True love's what I want the most. I just jerked off in your French toast.
He's gonna do.
That's the full line.
He's gonna slowly build the entire song
Yeah,
out
he'll
from
sing
there.
a whole fucking song.
It's gonna happen.
Great.
That guy with the bag. Get this fucking bag. Ah.
Oh shit, dude.
Everybody caught up at home. Remember that one?
Holy shit.
Sorry.
Jesus.
Movie is so fucking funny, and the launching points it provides for conversation are limitless.
Dude, just the stuff like you notice the pig pissing in the background. The pig, my favorite character in this viewing.
Mr. T as well. Like as the wise janitor.
Oh my god.
Gonna let it fly.
Again, I don't think anyone
Kills
laughed.
him.
No one laughed harder or longer than when Koch noticed that the pig is smoking weed in one scene. He's just like, of course they make the pig smoke weed.
It was the way it was put to me, which is, like Tanner said, this movie holds nothing back. So they're just at a party, and they're like, how much ridiculous random shit can we do? And Reggie Ray and the cheerleaders are smoking weed. And somebody makes the fucking pig take a hit.
Oh, wait. Before that, what happens is it's the two girls that have the conjoined heads, and one of them hits it, and the other one exhales.
I forgot about
So
that.
they do that sight gag first, and then they're like, we're not done. We're not done. This pig over here is about to smoke weed.
We talk so much about movies. This is the peak, everybody. This is it.
Tanner says, half defeated, half completely not surprised. Of course, they got the pig smoking weed.
When he goes,
And I fucking lost.
can Reggie Ray play? He goes, I don't know. John H. Benjamin. I don't even know if he can breathe right now. We need to get him to a hospital. Can Reggie Ray play?
in the game?
God damn it.
And then they both spit a bunch, and then he plays.
Yeah.
They tape him.
Put him back in the game, plays, and then he goes, God damn it, Reggie Ray, after he gets plowed over.
And then he hits him with the ball as
When
he's
he's
getting
leaving
wheeled
out
out. Yeah, and
last
then
one to death. It
that's
says
when.
last concussion till death on the
And then they're out trying to load him in the background of the scene where he's talking to the girl, and they keep dropping him off the thing, and then they do one cut, and it comes back, and the pig is pissing. And that and that puts a nice bow on what was happening. They come back, and the pig is in the background just pissing. Have you ever seen a pig piss on the pavement? Because it's a lot of fucking piss.
Okay, but what about when they say
I've
when
seen
they-
dogs pee
they
and cats
show-
pee, but like a pig pissing, there's like so much. You know how much piss a pig can store
Pig
up?
can hold a lot of piss.
What about when Wilder walks up and goes, "What about fourth string, coach? Fourth string." Picks him up, back breaks him
Yeah.
over his knee. He
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
"You're lucky to be wearing a jersey, Wilder."
Dude.
But he also, I don't know. I lost it.
The backbreaker bit is so good. That's also the coach from Youngblood.
And that's also Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His sister wants to fuck
Oh,
him real bad.
and that's another kind of takeaway from the movie is that you can make a movie like not another teen movie and then still go on and be
10 years later, you can take as
a
many
monster.
steroids as you want in HGH, get ripped, and be Captain
Okay.
America.
Captain America.
And then
Yeah,
you go, that's America's ass.
But he never got. No one's nailing him. No one's coming out for him because they made this movie in poor taste. He
Yeah.
made this movie in poor taste.
Nope.
It was a great movie.
Does his character do anything in super poor taste?
He has the
No.
banana in his ass.
He punches.
That's America's
what's the girl's name?
That is America's.
Blonde. Is that Jamie?
Jamie Presley?
Jamie Presley.
Yeah.
Young, older Margot Robbie. He punches her in the face. Really, really cold cocks are good.
Yes, he does. But
That's
that's like
making
more
fun
of
of
a,
Jamie.
it's more of like a bit thing. But yes, he does.
Really, really hits her hard.
The blonde chick from the movies where death wants everyone dead?
Final Destination?
Yeah,
You're thinking
yeah,
of Ali Larder.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
And she was in Varsity Blues, which they spoof in this
That's
movie.
what I was
And
trying
it
to
comes
thank you.
full circle.
Yeah.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Hey, look at
thank
that,
you.
everybody.
Close the circuit.
Good job,
Close the
everybody.
circuit.
Good job.
Wow.
Damn.
Always on accident do I
Cycle the
do
puck,
something.
man.
You're the catalyst.
Inadvertently.
It
That's
comes
fun
out of
little-
you.
Fun little thing.
We close.
That movie's wild, though. But, I remembered what I forgot about.
What?
Why Wilder got benched. I'm
Oh,
gonna
because
get
Marty-
this towel boy A
Marty, yeah.
touchdown. Ripped
Take
in
the
half.
knee, take the knee, and he's like, "Don't throw it. Do not
Ripped
throw it to
in
me.
half.
He's wide open."
Really, guys, I'm just happy to be in the game. We're gonna get you the ball.
No, I don't. And all the guys are like, "Why?" He's even like,
throws it.
"Please don't."
Even though he's weak, uncoordinated, not skilled, we're going to get him the ball.
It's beautiful.
Ripped in half. Intestine laying on the field.
Walk it off. Somebody yells that when it happens. Walk it off.
Dude, the little ADR stuff that they do in this movie where it's just like those lines you record after
Little
the fact
side
and you throw them in. Usually it's to like try to explain stuff to the movie-going audience. Like you throw in a little ADR to be like, I hope the tractor beam is working, when originally that was not written in, meant to be said.
Like, fuck, we filmed this. We cannot get him back here.
Yeah, we might lose the Midwest if we don't correct this.
Yeah. It's like the slow clap guy. Doesn't Melissa Joan Hart explain?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't just start a slow clap out of nowhere.
He is
Yeah.
so...
And then he beats up the
upset.
guy at the end. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. That guy, the slow clap guy, looks like the guy from America's Got Talent early season Tanner, where he's a Jewish... hold
Hey,
on.
I've watched none of them. So
Jewish break dancer.
Yeah, that guy.
And you showed
Yeah.
me. And
Yeah.
he throws...
And I showed.
You
he
showed him.
He throws one of his
All
legs
your
up
fault.
in the air, throws it backwards to do the flip,
Uh-huh.
and puts his forehead into the ground
Oh,
harder
yeah.
than I've ever
Oh,
seen anyone.
okay. No, I know who you're talking about now. Yeah,
Suddenly it
yeah.
all
In
comes
my,
back.
I knew you'd remember once I described
Yeah.
the fall.
If only it was reference. Yeah. It
Because like
is-
his shoulders are back, so it's just like head. Yeah, it's head and it's only head. It's
He
only
whips his
head.
body,
You see, Koch, somebody hurt themselves in the end, and that's all it
Oh.
took was for Tanner to remember.
but he's a ginger.
I thought he was
And
saying.
he's got-
I thought he
he-
was saying they
He's
succeeded
a
on America's
ginger.
Got Talent.
He's got a yarmulke on,
Also, Tanner
and
has
he's
hatred
like,
for
"I'm gonna
gingers.
attempt some hip hop dancing."
I have hatred for nobody
and
except
Jewish
for
people.
Oh,
Wow.
great! Yeah,
Just get the
thanks, Rory.
yarmulke
Thank
on.
you. Yeah.
Throws that leg up, swings
Thank
it back,
you.
You're
puts his
welcome.
face into the ground harder than I've
So
ever
he
seen
he
anyone.
DDT'd himself into the ground?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
But like
chin
into
face
hardwood
first.
stage. Boom.
And like the judges are all like, "Oh," and then he gets up, does it again, lands on his ass, and then gets up and is still hip hop dancing. Let me bend my fingers around a little bit in parentheses.
Little air quotes.
Hip hop dancing.
The best.
He did not make it through.
Were all three words parenthesized?
He
Yes.
didn't. He didn't make it through. I don't
Maybe
know.
the first and the third.
That's
Dude,
hip.
these quotations.
Hop not, and then dancing in parentheses.
Hip dancing.
Yeah.
Hip
hop,
Hop.
dance.
dancing. Yep.
Ooh, I like that. That's fun.
Would you say that not another teen movie? Like, let's think about these spoof movies.
Yeah.
Movies that were like genuine. Like, this movie is just a spoof. Other movies, Scary Movie, obviously is of that right. Like that's the pedigree.
What was the
Right.
OG spoof movie? Because I'm sure,
Scare.
like way back
Scare.
in the day, like
Airplane.
yeah, okay, Airplane probably. Yeah, I was like
thinking for
National
horror.
Lampoon or somebody took a
Sorry.
swing at it way back.
No,
in
no,
the
no,
day,
no. You're thinking of.
probably.
You know, I know. Yeah.
Oh, they weren't though, because that other guy.
Airplane.
Airplane. Really,
the
you're right.
Scary
Does
Movies,
ring
the-
out.
And that was the Zucker brothers who did Scary Movie, which is why some of Airplane carries over into that.
Yeah.
Even though Scary Movie is kind of a big step down.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about the guy where like the axe is.
Have you ever
like,
been
on
to
the
a
wall. It's
Turkish
like, I'm gonna
prison,
kill you.
Billy?
Axe on the wall? What?
He's the.
The axe on the wall. You talking about The Shining?
No, like the weapons are doing like stupidly comedic stuff.
The
And, like it's
weapons.
like a guy from a horror series that is like it's comedic horror stories. He's like a big actor with that genre. Like
Genre.
that's what he does. He was like the older guy that helped the guy in Psych. I
Leslie
believe.
Nielsen.
No.
Dracula Dead and
Not
Loving It.
Leslie.
You're talking about
Nielsen?
Naked
It's
Gun?
Airplane. That's
Leslie Nielsen's
that's
in
fucking
Airplane,
Leslie
you rat.
Nielsen. That's what I meant.
Leslie Nielsen's in Airplane. You rat fuck.
No, he does a
I'm so lost.
he does a comedic horror movie with a the samurai ghost
You think
is
we're on heavy drugs.
is allergic to bean curd sauce. Evil Dead? Evil Dead?
Dude, the look.
Leslie Nielsen in Evil Dead?
No, not Leslie
Ash?
Nielsen.
Bruce
Who is that?
Campbell?
Bruce
Bruce
Campbell. Thank you.
In what movie are you talking about?
All right,
A
now
lot
bring,
of stuff.
Yeah, okay, now bring it all home to whatever your original point was.
Nah, I
please.
forgot. It's too late. My brain went too far.
This hurts.
Bruce Campbell, though.
Why did you do that to us?
I'm sorry.
What did, we were talking about stuff.
I'm so sorry. I thought it was related. And then I think I forgot.
I was about to say, what do you think are the best spoof movies ever? And you
Bruce
took
Campbell.
20 minutes to talk about an actor named Bruce Campbell.
Bruce
So
Campbell
Evil
has
Dead?
some of the best.
So Evil Dead is the best.
Has some of the
spoof?
best horror spoof movies.
Okay.
What are they called? We're doing a title thing, not an actor
Oh,
thing.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
And it wasn't even just horror spoofs; it was spoofs in general.
Oh,
God damn
Walk
it.
hard for sure.
Okay, great. Why didn't you start with that?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to go Bruce Campbell.
Okay, so
You know what I was gonna say is back in the old day. What was the one with Charlie Sheen?
Hot Shots.
Hot Shots. Yep.
They do a really good bit in Hot Shots where Martin Sheen comes by on like the boat from Apocalypse Now and passes Charlie Sheen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in ages, but I was gonna say that
that's
was like
that's
an early
that's
spoof movie.
really that's like heady stuff.
Wow, man, it's like pretty crazy.
Wow.
Saigon. I'm still in Saigon.
All right, so he's saying Hot Shots. You're saying
I
Bruce
mean,
Campbell.
Dewey
Okay.
Dewey
Don't
Cox.
start him again. Don't start him up, please.
Dewey
Walk
Cox,
Hard.
but
Yeah.
the other one is Pop Star Never Stop.
Okay,
Never Stop.
yeah.
That one
Absolutely.
is that one. When that one came out, I said
pretty
this
fantastic.
is comparable
That is
to
a-
Dewey Cox.
That is an excellent spoof of like the modern.
It's a modern mockumentary.
It is
Yeah,
one
no,
of
yeah,
my
yeah,
thoughts,
yeah,
you
exactly.
And
but
the soundtrack is
music, but music specifically too, like the way that they tell, it's told the same way they tell the music stories authentically. It's an authentic retelling of how.
Things happen.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm.
No, how music documentaries fucking roll.
I know, I'm sorry.
Why you gotta chop on me all the time? God dang.
Because it's great content. It's great
Glad to provide it then. I'll just
So
keep
good
teeing.
to
Tanner,
be
just start cutting
observant.
yourself with
Yeah,
a piece of glass
I'll-
so Rory will let you do whatever you want.
I'll just keep teeing
Oh,
Rory up.
yes, those tears. The tears of unfathomable sadness, Scott. Yes.
So Mitch says music spoofs.
He said, yeah, Walk Hard and Pop Star.
I mean, those
Okay.
are great. Those are
I
great.
mean,
yeah.
they're just done so well.
Yeah, no,
I'm with
I'm
you.
not disagreeing at all. Those are great.
Those are fantastic movies.
The attention to detail is what's like, what really like sends it over the top. Because you can absolutely, that's the thing, is it's like so seamlessly done in the context of like the real world.
Yeah, and then eventually, like, you see some other shit, and like down the line, years later, and you're like, oh my god, that was a joke in that movie that you still didn't understand, and then you finally get it. Like the callback stuff, it's wild. There's so much because I watched that movie an incredible amount of times. People did not like it.
I got a new answer.
Person who bought it for me hated that movie.
Dewey or Popstar?
Dewey.
I don't get how you can hate Dewey
Well,
Cox.
you know,
Walk
when you're
Hard's a great movie.
when you're in the middle of coitus, and you
Whoa,
just
okay.
you start giggling and laughing, and they go, "What are you doing? What is this?" And then you quote the line right before it comes out, and they're like, "Enough is enough," and you're like, "You bought this movie for me."
Hope you guys are ready for a really specific scenario.
Guys, I gotta tell you,
Real candid.
Hysterical.
I've never realized that sex lives are different for other people more than now. Just wow, that is not what I. That's not how my
She'd be
life
like,
goes.
What are you, what
I don't know.
what are you smiling about? And I'd be like,
Just thinking about Walk
best
Hard.
one. This is the best one. What are you smiling about right now? Wrong kid died.
Okay, you know you're in love. She just looks
The
right up
wrong
at you and
kid
goes,
died.
"Don't you write a song now, Dewey?"
That's how I felt about it.
Great.
Don't you write a
stuff.
song about
Okay.
this?
Did you have one that was your favorite? Because I've got a new answer. I picked something different.
I do have one. You can do your new answer first.
Well, there's one we forgot about. A great spoof movie.
Did I even say anything yet?
I don't know. What do you got?
No, I'm just asking. I didn't, right?
No, yeah.
Because you said we've all forgotten about it. I was like, I haven't even.
Rory
said
said
anything
Hot
yet.
Shots.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
changed my
Mitch
mind.
said music docs.
Yeah.
I definitely changed my mind.
Maybe you didn't get to say yours. I
You
definitely didn't
said-
say
I don't
mine.
think
Yeah.
did.
So only you said something. He said something. You're like, we've all forgotten something.
Yep.
You and Mitch have
No, no, no.
forgotten something. Kosh and I are
Skimbo,
clean.
Rock in. Yeah, go ahead. What's yours? What do you got?
No, you can go do yours now. If
No,
you'd
it's
like.
too late. Now I feel bad.
No, I was just
What do you
saying.
got?
Oh,
What do you got?
I'm a man.
You got one? Did you have one in mind?
Windy City.
Like a great.
well, I have to tip my
Never
cap
seen it.
to A Mighty Wind because I feel like it captures that scene very well. Because like Mitch said too, so I'm gonna say A Mighty Wind, but I'm gonna say really my favorite, like mockumentary, whatever you want to call it, right?
Well, like spoofy kind of movie.
Spoofy kind of thing is the co-op
Oh, God, the
episode
of Documentary Now.
Yep, Documentary Now. Yep.
Nice.
I think that perfectly encapsulates what a spoof is, and it's not a rip because a spoof isn't a rip off; it's a spoof.
Sure.
That's where you got into trouble with like the, what was it? Epic movie, date movie, all that kind of stuff.
Oh no, Hero Movie
Those
3
had no plot, and they were just remember Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Here's this thing, and here's this other thing.
Yeah, it just the formula broke down at a certain point.
Sure.
But that's to your point, like the attention to detail is there
Mhm.
and something like that, which keeps it being a spoof.
yeah.
Documentary Now when they have Owen Wilson
The
and
cult one.
Michael. Who's the Batman?
Keaton.
Michael Keaton
Who's
is
the
like,
Keaton.
damn it!
Batman.
Are you on cocaine? We told you the one thing you couldn't do was cocaine. Are you back on cocaine? And he's all fucked up. And then he's standing in the road. He's like, wait, I'm about to do what? And he gets hit by a car.
Mitch, it seems like you've taken my
Spoiler.
bit. Yeah.
Wait,
away from
is that
me.
the one you were talking about?
No, it's not. You just took that I brought up one thing from Documentary Now.
Yes.
I brought up a specific episode, and you brought up your specific episode.
They
Well done, Mitch.
they gave them pink eye.
I haven't seen it.
So,
I'm not fucking talking about it.
so
this
so
guy
Koch,
starts
what are you
talking about Documentary Now, and then he
I
doesn't-
wasn't talking about it as a series. I was talking about the one
He
episode.
hasn't seen the rest of Documentary.
It's not what it's about.
Koch, can we hold hands?
I'd prefer not to.
I respect that. I respect that.
I have my druthers.
Fair enough.
Did you have a good one, Koch?
No, I want to let Tanner finish.
I'm done.
I was gonna say. I didn't mean to cut you off. I
I don't fucking care. I'm done.
no. I was gonna say. I read your feeling and went. He got the wind cut out of his sails.
It's
on that
funny.
one.
It's
Well-
good.
Well
it's
done,
a good
Mitch.
spoof. It's my favorite. I'm done.
Well, why is it your favorite?
It's funny.
Is it as funny as a tiny
Mitch, you're done. You've got it. You've done enough.
16-inch flat screen being smashed by a wine glass?
Koch, what do you got?
I don't know. Wait, is this an Office reference?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. It's great stuff.
Sometimes I'll stand here and watch TV all day.
And look, if I have company over, I can just push it right back. It goes right in the wall. She said
Koch?
it was the Dundies or the Polygirl sign. So
Don't want to reference the opposite.
Okay, well, I guess to finish out the category, Mel Brooks makes my favorite spoof movies, Blazing
Nice.
Saddles in particular.
I was about. That's what I was gonna say. I wanted to. Yeah.
Blazing
we forgot
Saddles
about
is the one.
We forgot about Blazing Saddles. I was gonna make reference to Spaceballs, but I was gonna say Blazing Saddles might be my favorite. So good.
Because it's like a fucking, it's a spoof. It's not like, okay, we're going to take the Searchers and just rip the Searchers off beat for beat. It's like a template story that is like the skeleton that a bunch of fucking jokes flesh out around. And they did some outrageous shit, and they did some real, like, transgressive shit at the time. Like, you had the Black Sheriff, and it was co-written by Richard Pryor, and, like, the perfect storm of all these elements to make, like, I'll lay my nuts on the table for one of the best movies, let alone spoof movies of all time.
It's fantastic.
Fucking love Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles is so good. Second hour, I was like, wait, Mel Brooks. Because somebody mentioned something that reminded me of Spaceballs, and I was like, ooh, Spaceballs, so good. But really not your favorite. Why isn't it? Because Blazing Saddles is your favorite, you fool. And that's, yeah.
It's the GOAT.
That's kind of where, it's so good. So good.
Tanner, what's your favorite Mel Brooks movie?
ooh, I want to say that Blazing Saddles when I was young, and my mother and my father and I, we were gifted our first DVD player from my dad's sister, so my aunt and uncle. They gave us their old DVD player because they got a new one, and this thing was like a fucking monster. It was like a computer almost. And my mom went to Walmart and she bought 2 DVDs to be our first 2 DVDs that we had. She bought Blazing Saddles, and she bought Caddyshack.
Ooh, yep. Very nice.
Another
And-
S tier comedy.
And I had not seen either of those movies before. So to see them not only the first time I've seen them, but my first DVD experience, the first disc experience. Blazing Saddles is a huge spot in my heart. I love that movie. I love every second of that movie. The Hedy Lamar bit.
Hello, ladies. Good to see you. I'm gonna be right
That's
back.
That's Hedy. But
Taggart,
no,
be still.
love. I mean, Blazing Saddles is great. I love what the producers became, and as I grow older, I love the original producers movie. I think a little bit more and more. I used to put like Young Frankenstein at number 2, but I think I am a producers guy now.
Interesting.
Producers is great.
The
fantastic.
awkwardness, like the the Nazi
ladies
stuff.
out there.
Yeah, and then again, and then the fully fleshed out producers comedy movie. Musical movie. They're both comedies. I enjoy thoroughly as well, so I think it's got to be producers.
Producers is pretty fantastic. And at 11, Ula like to have sex. So when should I be in? 11. I really like Will Ferrell in that. When they did the new
Guten Tag, hop hop.
He does such a great job in that role.
That's a good usage of Will Ferrell, who's an otherwise obnoxious motherfucker.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that's the way you utilize Will
can't
Ferrell.
do shit anymore.
But he made $80
Bajillion
kabillion dollars
Correct.
for 6 years worth of work.
If it was me and I was Will Ferrell, now I'd be like, listen, everything Danny McBride does, I'm just gonna go ahead and try and produce, and just let him
Well,
do the great stuff.
if I were Will Ferrell, I'd go fuck a bunch of hot Hollywood women because I'm Will Ferrell.
It's got a bluish, purple hue.
I can
I
feel it
said,
in my
let
blood.
the boy watch.
Who?
Taking him down to farmer's market.
Mercy. So yeah, that's good. Now that's a good point. You bring up a good point. Well argued, sir. I'm not sure.
I knew I could pique your interest with that one.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Mitch, favorite Mel Brooks movie?
How about that one that we tried to watch that time when
that was
when
rough. It was like, hey, look at these Nazis. They're about to take everything away from
oh,
you.
it was so sad. Rich and I got so banged up. I was like, let's watch this Mel Brooks movie
it
that
was
I have.
awful.
Was it the 12 chairs?
We have a pack. We both got
Yeah.
like
Like a box
a
set.
box set, and it was like the silent movie or something.
Oh, yeah.
It was brutal.
I've never seen that one.
I don't even know.
The
I don't think
Nazis
we got
come.
through it.
No, the Nazis, like, it starts out
But Mel-
funny and quirky, and then the Nazis come and take all their stuff and take him away, and I was like, you know.
But Mel Brooks though movies like the
I know
what's
what
the
Mitch's
one
favorite
that's
is.
part 1 and part 2?
History of the World.
That's hysterical. That's outrageous.
Man, didn't
We
I'm-
also Joe whatever, I can't remember his name, that was on my lacrosse team. The one that my dad goes, you guys got done that game. That guy stepped off.
Gowie.
He grabbed his cup,
Gowie.
took it out and just put it up to his face and whiffed it. He's like, I didn't know what was going on. I said, that's fair. Okay. That guy brought
Got you
in
all playing
he
defense.
brought in that movie to my expanded health class, health anatomy and physiology class.
What movie?
That was like a 3-hour class.
History of the World.
History of the world. And she's like, all right, are there any swears? And he's like, well, I'll yell.
I'll censor it.
So,
my
so,
God.
so, like, he goes to say something terrible. He's like, what? And I was
That's a
like,
great
I'm
move.
sitting there going, I can't believe we're watching this movie in class right now, but I really am enjoying this.
And my classmate is acting as a live
Oh!
censor.
that would be an amazing
Yeah.
bit.
What?
The in-home
Nope.
censor.
Oh, forgot about that one.
It's like the people that like sign stuff live. You know, people sign concerts live. But yeah, it's like the in-home
It was crazy.
censor.
Netflix,
like-
send me someone who's seen Reservoir Dogs more times than they can count.
Yeah, it was
A lot.
It was a wild time. Hysterical.
When Kosh and I were in AP US History, at the end of the year, you take the AP exam. But the exam happens in like early May. And the school year goes like to June stuff.
So fuck around. Yeah.
So, but when you're a senior and you have an AP class, you get that block for free. You get a free block. But as juniors, you can't have a free block in high school. It's Spalding at this time. So we just got to watch movies and like work on homework We went and saw Borat. Borat came out on DVD about 9 months later. We asked our teacher, Mr. Damaris, hey, how about Borat?
Oh, I don't see the problem with that.
About the time that the rubber fist made its first appearance, he ran up to the screen and started covering it with his arms.
Meanwhile, he's talking from the front of the class, but his voice is coming from the back of the
Yes,
class.
the speaker. He had to talk into a microphone with a speaker. Also, I love Mr. Damaris. This is not a hate.
I never had him.
This
I
is
never
not-
had him. I heard he was a great teacher.
This is not. No, yeah, this is not a hate on him.
But
no.
he did
Pretty
have a
funny
speaker
guy.
that had to project
Yes,
his very
correct.
soft,
He had a soft
monotone,
voice. Yep.
monotone voice from the back of the class
But no.
forward because of how silent he was.
The other thing is he's such an insanely smart dude. Like, he's
Correct.
a legitimately smart ass dude. The fact that he didn't do any kind of research on Borat and just grabbed it from the Capitol
Correct.
video.
Hell
But-
yeah,
but-
we can watch this.
Did we ever figure out if the guy that we all assumed got kicked in the face by a horse got kicked in the face by a horse, or if he if that was
Oh.
something else?
Mitch is talking about M. Liff.
I would
Ah,
like
yes.
to know.
I never had him.
Never had him.
We all assumed he got kicked by a horse.
Don't let me in.
He's a teacher.
Everyone at that school assumed that's what happened. That was the story.
Everyone at the school never agreed on anything.
No,
Who knew? A high school full of children would set up rumors about teachers.
Yeah, we'll never know. But
High school
Rory
full,
did
high
get
school full of
arrested at that school.
scumbags. Oh, open up the file. Open up the Rolodex.
Sweet.
We've already talked about this. It doesn't even matter at this point.
Spirit.
It's because you're a badass, though, Rory. You said I am more badass than 99% of these kids here.
Great.
You're in the 1% of the 1%
Of the 1%, the top 1%
of the
1%.
criminal population of Spalding High School.
Yeah,
You made
great.
30.
Great stuff, guys.
Rory made $30 million that year.
Yeah.
Oh, tax-free, no doubt.
Yeah.
My
Some
brain's
things
terrible.
happened. Some stuff got moved around. You know.
Oh, this guy made so much money, these guys.
These guys.
Well, it's been a great time, hasn't it, out here at
It
camp?
has,
And
it
let's
has.
it's our
Good night,
ninth time of closing out this episode before Mitchell brings up somebody that we don't need to be discussed.
Yes, and wow,
That's great.
what
It's
a time
beautiful.
it has been.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, how did we used to end this when it was the four of us?
Same thing, I think. Just plugs or whatever. Didn't know.
Everybody got a
I
plug?
mean, you go
You
ahead.
would
You say your
end.
thing.
No,
You
he-
definitely
he-
end it.
No, he ends.
well, I know
He
I
ends.
end it.
Yeah,
But did
yeah,
we
sure.
go around for plugs and shit, or did we just say
Maybe we
we're
just
done?
ended it. I don't think it really matters.
I don't know. Does anyone want to get in a last word?
Hope
Anybody got
everyone-
some shit going on you want to plug?
Jeffrey Epstein got plugged by his neck. Ghislaine still alive, not plugged yet. Someone was offering money to plug her, but let's head this out. They'll all be dead soon enough.
This is what we get. This is what we get.
You asked,
We walked
and
into
you
that.
received.
Tanner, anything?
She was living in New Hampshire, you New Hampshire fucks.
You're done, Mitch. All right,
It's
next.
not their fault that she was there.
No, don't play into it, damn
Don't
it.
play into it, Tanner.
Don't do it.
They knew where she was.
Ah!
See ya.
Couch ended.
All right, Tanner says no. Just rips his microphone out in
This went-
frustration.
About as well as, or improbably worse than last year. So until next time, thank you, go fuck yourselves, and goodbye.